Today I'm doing the axle boot. This one is a hex. I have a new bolt, but I don't know if it's going to be the same. And as you can see, it is torn. So I gotta take this off and get those new boots in. I don't want that to get ruined if it's working fine. Alright, so the easy part is taking it out from here. So you just take the main bolt out and then this three and it comes out. I don't have to take a bolt joint out or anything. The problem with this side is always getting it out of the transmission. You have to be careful not to, as you can see, it's very tight. There's like hardly any way to put anything in here. You don't want to ruin your seal, so I just got a longer pry bar just to go on the side there. I'm gonna see if I can take it out, and that should be it. Alright, so I am changing the boots on this one. The outer one is the broken one. The inner seems fine, but I still want to change it since I'm here already. Now, the only problem I'm having is this one's fine. The inner one is rubber, but the new boot, this one's not rubber, it's like a plastic, crappy plastic. So I'm not gonna put this on it because this is gonna break. See how that's rubber? That's plastic, and this is gonna break really quick. So I went to O'Reilly's and just ordered that because that's the one I need, and I can't use it because this thing is really flimsy. It's just plastic. You can feel the difference, and they're both from the same company. Original GKN parts. So this is the inner one, and this is the same GKN. That's the part number for the outer. So this sucks because now I have to wait another day for the other one to get here because I am not going to do that. I just want to get it all done at once, and you can tell the difference. So I'm going to change this one today. The other thing you want to keep in mind is the original bolt. It's a Hex 27, as you can see here. I went to the dealer. We got this one. These are the new ones, and they're 12 points. But as you can see, it's 24 millimeters. If I can get it in there. So that's the difference. Guy even said he hasn't seen these forever. Actually, these are pretty strong bolts. I don't know. This is the problem with Volkswagen. They need to make reusable bolts, not replaceable bolts. So if you go right here on the edge, because this is a big washer that doesn't come out. If you get back here, come on, let me show you. So if I measure it from that edge, they're exactly the same size, but if you go from this edge, obviously it's going to look shorter. But because of the washer, this is where you want to measure, and you can see it's the same length, but the torque on these I believe is less than that, so you gotta look that up. I'll have to look it up, but remember you'll need a 12 point, which most of my stuff is 6 points anyway. So there you go. Alright, so on this one they use these band clamps. It's easy to take out with a hammer and a regular flat screwdriver. So just some bent those and they came out. The smaller one was a little harder, but same thing. Just hit it with the flat screwdriver on there and it came off. So you can see the boot is still fine, and this side has a clip on there, so I gotta get that out so I can take this out, clean it, and then put the new stuff on it. So I literally broke one of each of these right angle with this clip because it's really hard. So I had to get the straight ones. These are actually thicker, have a thicker end. So I was able to get it with that. But two of those 90s are broken, one black and one of the other ones. So I guess those are pretty weak. So just look for the thicker one. And now it's off. The boot is right here. And I can just clean it and put everything back together. This slid right out. I can't remember which side, but oh well. So there you go. It's not that hard if you have the right tool. It's gonna take some patience because I don't have this boot today. That's why I'm just doing this one. I guess this is the hard one with the clip. This one should be a lot easier. So let me get this done and repack it. Alright, so this one's a little bit shorter than the other one, but I already packed the back of the boot with one bag. I just put the second bag here, so I'm about to put it back. The clip is already on. I make sure it turns and it's not popping out. So yeah, just takes a little time, but the clamps are actually the different types, so this should be pretty easy to put back on without the big band. But there you go. I just wanted to get that on there. This needs to be pushed back, and I screwed up because I forgot the clamp, but I should be able to just unwrap it and put it on there with this one. So let me do that. Alright, so I just run into a little problem. This one I can only make it to the first, to the first one right here. I can't get to the second one. So it's a little small. So I'm going to use this one, which is a little bigger. And yeah, it can take them off just from here. So that's a good thing. Oh yeah, that makes a difference. See how this one actually can go around more versus this one. And this is the included one. So this is a little short. But the ones I bought actually fit pretty well, so I can tighten it more. Just a little something to note on those. So it's a good thing I bought extras because the included ones don't fit. They're just too small. So that's not gonna work. So here's the other one. Alright, so these actually work. However, I have to use this pliers because these are pretty useless. I have to shave this, like I said before. These are nice and sharp. I can't even grab it with this one, so right now I can't use it. So, but this one came in handy. Unfortunately, it looks like that, but it's holding. So I already wasted a couple, 1, 2, just trying to get it right. Doesn't need to be crazy tight, but it's all I can do until I get this one fixed. But there you go. Alright, not my prettiest, but that is not going anywhere. Or that one. As you can see, it moves fine. There we go. Anyways, I'll get that other one sorted tonight, and I'm still waiting for the new boot on that one because the other one is plastic, the one that came with that, so I have to wait for it, unfortunately. As you can see, this is rubber. That plastic looks very thin, and that's not gonna last, so I might as well wait for that other one, and I'll do that tomorrow. So I guess aside from the worst or dirtiest job on the car besides the transmission fluid, this is gonna take the second place for that. It is really messy, but just get a pan, get everything in here, should be okay. Alright, so I had to get creative because I don't have a vise to get this off. Basically what I did, I used this on here and I kept hammering this side with that tiny hammer, and eventually it came off. That's a tough one, but you need to hit it as evenly as possible. If not, I did try hammering 1 and 2, just a couple of sides, but that doesn't work. This actually did, because this is actually holds it even, so when you hit it here, it forces it down even, so that actually worked. Now I just gotta take this off because I had to take it off in order to put the boot in, the new boot, and 2, I wanted to clean that completely, and so I'm trying to get the balls out just so it's completely clean and then put it back together. Alright, so I managed to get this off so I can put the boot back in. I wanted to take it apart because this is where the boot was broken, so I got everything as clean as I can. There is barely a tiny bit of wear on there, but it's working fine. Just want to make sure there was no dirt and grime in there. And here you can see the other side. I want to get rid of all that old grease as best as possible. You can see the edge is wider here. This goes down, the thinner it's up. This was harder to get, but you just gotta move it with the grease and then the balls come out. So let me get the boot in. So again, this is the GKN, but it's plastic. So I went to O'Reilly's. That's the part number for the outer. Here, let me make sure you get that. Comes with 1 bag of grease. And hang on, let me get this. This is what I want to show you. See how that sounds? And this is a rubber piece. It's flexible. This one, it's not very flexible. They are kind of loose on here, but listen to the plastic. And this one, it's about the same, but at least this one's rubber. Now the GKN does have the this washer and this part that this one didn't have. So you can see here, hang on a second. So that one doesn't have it. So on this, it comes with the band type of clamp and the other clip here. I'm not gonna use those, but I'll use I guess the other parts from this one, since I'm not taking that back. And there you go. It was something else, but it took a little more time, but that's what I'm dealing with. So plastic, no good. This thing wouldn't last that long. So you want rubber. I just put the clamp that came with that one, so that one worked. Had to put on the boot first, and then here. This is useless. I did grind it down, but as you can see, bent. So this is pretty much trash that was included. But it allowed me to get it close enough. I couldn't push anymore with this one, so just went and completely tightened it a little bit with this one. And now it's on there. So yeah, so it was fun. Alright, here it is, one finish. Axle with 2 new boots. I really didn't have to change that one, but since I had it, I went ahead and did it. The other one, G&K or GTK, had this too, but they're way too loose on this, so I just left them off because they weren't even on there to begin with. So I ended up using the clamp. Well, this clamp, the other one, it was too small for this one, so I used one of the ones I bought. But as you can see, that was no fun because this is pretty hard. But this thing is crap because I did chip it a little bit to give it more room, but once I did it, look, it bent. So that's why it ended up being kind of whack. So I used this one to go a little more, well, and then this one to finish it a little more because it's really hard. Same here. So the one on this kit is crap, so just have to look for a new one because that helps, but it has to have the room for the clamp because if not, it slips if it's not sharp like this one right there. So this one's good, this one's not. Then I kind of use this one. I didn't want to, but had to go a little more on that one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It was no fun taking it out. Oh, and I used the fork to put it on here to hammer it out because I don't have a vise. The Beck Arkley had this crappy band type of clamps. I don't like those, so I just left them. And the clip over here, which goes on that one, or that one side uses it. But I ended up not using it, but it's finally done. I think it took me longer because I had to wait for the boot from O'Reilly on this one and to take it out and clean it. So it's working fine, so I just wanted to fix those. So it's done. But yeah, keep that in mind with the tools there. So this is the old bolt, and those are the new ones. 24 millimeter. And that one, I think it's, I forgot what it is, but it's, you give it the torque and then another quarter turn. Hang on. So this is 52 pounds and then a quarter turn or 90 degrees. And that's pretty much it.